Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Munchauskas. Today is the 16th of August 2018. So welcome everyone. Welcome to this Thursday's afternoon session, where we're going to have a look at a few instruments. But before we do that, as always, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Also, just a very quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website and specifically our JFD research page, where you can go in and have a look at different analysis that we do on a daily basis. So yep, feel free to check us out, and I believe you can find a lot of useful stuff here, guys. Right now, let's jump into the charts. So the first one I want to touch on is the Nasdaq. Now Nasdaq 100 here continues to trade within this rising channel, as you can see here. But to be honest, yesterday we had this decline. We've managed to test this level right here that I had marked, the 73.10. Certainly you can see that the bulls managed to kind of push back away from it, but still the bears kind of stayed in control for that day, and we still closed the day in the red zone. So for now, certainly until this lower bound of the rising channel remains intact, we will, or as long as it remains intact, we will stay positive on this index, and certainly we'll be looking for a possible rebound here. Now, if we get a nice break here and a close below this lower bound of the rising channel, then, well, this could change the game here a little bit, and we could start aiming for these lower levels here, initially of course towards the 71.85, and then maybe a little bit lower, the 71.45. So keep a close eye on this as well. But as I said before, still until this is broken, we will look for a possible reversal here, and a potential move back up here towards the just quickly actually remove this level here, because this is the one to watch here, and that's around the 75.15 mark. Now, just to kind of point out, this has been the all-time high here on Nasdaq, so near that level, the 75.15. Keep an eye on that one. We could potentially see another test of it if we get a nice rebound here from this lower band of the rising channel. Also, if we get a nice break here above this all-time high, well, we could start looking for new all-time highs, or even actually make our way here towards the upper bound of the this rising channel, which could also see a test. But of course, for that we would need to see a nice good push away from this, initially a break, then a nice close above this level, and then, like I said, a nice strong move here towards that level, and this is where we could end up testing the upper bound of the rising channel. But for now, all eyes are on this level, on the 73.10, and of course on the lower side of this rising channel. Let's jump into a commodity here, and well, I should say precious metal. And silver, you can see that getting a bit of a rebound here, well, actually getting a nice rebound here. Excuse me for my voice. Yesterday we saw this sharp decline here, where we broke some key areas of resistance, support, initially breaking this 14.635, and then testing the this long-awaited 14.395 area, approximately there. Now, this level here acted as a very strong support here back in July last year, around the 7th of July. As you can see, this spike low here, where it managed to reach this level. So this time we saw another test of that level again, and Now today we're getting a bit of a rebound here, where we are testing this level here that we broke yesterday, which yesterday acted as support, but today is acting as a nice resistance level. So this 14,635 becomes an important level to watch. If we get a nice break and a close here today, or should I say specifically a close today, we get above that level, then well, this could be opening the path towards higher levels. And the one that we're going to be watching here is this one here, the 15.200, something like that, approximately around that area. This level acted as a very good area of support here initially around the 19th of July this year, but then as you can see in the past here, on the 10th of July last year, it also acted as a very nice area of support. So this time it could play out as a very good area, potential area of resistance, where we could see maybe the price stalling for a little bit. Of course, if it goes all this way back up here, this is where the price could stall for a little bit until the bulls and the bears decide well, who takes the driver's seat from there. So if we get a break here and another break and a close here, then yep, the bulls could take the driver's seat here, and we could see maybe this one traveling back up here towards this 15.625 level, this very key important level, where as you can see in the past here around December time last year, it acted as a very strong area of support, and this time recently, actually in July and the end of July, it acted as a very good area of resistance. So we could test that one again, but for that, of course, we would need to see a nice good close above this 15.20 mark. If this 14.635 level continues to hold, and we can see that, let's say we'll see that the commodity or the precious metal will close below this level, certainly there is a chance that we could see maybe another decline here down towards this 14.395 level, approximately there. And if this time it doesn't hold, if it doesn't hold the price from moving lower, well, it could break of this level could open the path towards even lower levels. So I mean, certainly we could start looking at these lows here at around 13.645 level, which is marked here by the low of the lowest point of December 2015. Now of course that could be a bit of a drastic drop here, but nevertheless, I mean, like I said, at this point it's still looking weak, even though we are getting a bit of a correction here back to the upside. Overall, this continues to look very weak. So, and that's what's in regards to silver. Let's jump into Bitcoin actually now. For those Bitcoin enthusiasts here, now this is the picture that's building up. So as you can see, and in one of my previous videos I was talking about this really wide range here that we've got between the 5,980 level and the 11,750. Now this bear with me here, I mean, it is a bit of a wide range here, but nevertheless, as you can see, this 5,980 level continues to hold, and we can see that it's playing out as a very important area here, or should I say maybe around that level, it becomes a very important area, and it's really acting as a very strong support zone. So for this crypto, and as we can see now, we're getting a bit of a recovery here. We're just starting to consolidate here. Now the big question here is this going to continue to hold, or actually we're going to see another wave of selling here where we're going to get a break below this 5,980? For now, to be honest, be very careful with this one. As you can see above these lines here, probably no longer relevant here. This is what I was looking at, and this is where, like I said, this is the line, this is the arrow that worked out. So for now, certainly what we're going to be looking at is a potential move back up here towards this 6,850 level, where we could get a test of that level here. And if we get a nice break here, above that level, then we can start only looking at higher levels and examining higher levels. But for now, because to be honest, it's really unknown what it is going to do. It's difficult to say that from here it's just gonna move higher, because this is it met its strong support zone here, and it held the price from dropping lower. For now, certainly keep your eyes on this level, of course, this 5,980, but also keep an eye on the 6,850 level, around there. Let's see if it actually breaks it and closes above that level. If we do get a nice close above this level, then yep, we could start positioning ourselves for higher levels. But again, if we start testing this 5,980, well, be very careful. Like I said, be very careful. Maybe eventually we could see a break here. Let's jump into a few pairs now. So the euro dollar, probably not much to say here, as I was talking about this one earlier on, and we're seeing this nice recovery today. We're seeing this push back up here. Let's jump into a 4-hour chart on this one, to be honest, and this is what the picture is building up. So as you can see, we've managed to retrace back down, and this is the level that I had and I was talking about earlier on today, about the 113.70 mark. As you can see, it kind of played out nicely as a very good area of support. It acted as good support here in the recent past, and now it's doing the same thing again. So if we stay above this today, this could be a good chance for the bulls probably to try and drive this one a little bit higher, at least towards this 1.1430 level, which was marked here by the highs of the 13th of August. But again, like I said, for now, just be very careful. The day is not finished, and like I said, if today's day is going to close above this level, then we could potentially see maybe a continuation move to the upside here. Maybe not today, but maybe something for tomorrow. So if we, like I said, if we stay above this 113.70, keep an eye on the 114.30. If we stay below the 113.70, there could be a good chance for this one actually moving back down and testing the recent lows that we had here around this, I should probably call it a psychological 113 level. So the unlucky 13. So keep an eye on it, guys. I mean, but like I said, initially, of course, for today, keep your eyes on this 113.70 level. Let's jump into GBPCAD quickly now. This one is getting a nice boost here today, and as you can see, we're not far from this key area of resistance at around 167.25 mark. So this is going to be probably the one to watch for today, because as you can see, it's kind of building up here nicely. If we get a nice break here above this level and we get a close above this level, then it could become more interesting for the bulls, and we could maybe start targeting the 168 level. Certainly this is where if this 168 level doesn't stop this this acceleration in the rate, then we could actually continue moving all the way here up towards this downside resistance line that we've got running here since around the 22nd of June. Could be a nice area for a test, but for that, of course, we would need to see a nice good break here above the 0.6725, and then of course a nice good break and a close above the 1.68 level. So something for you guys to keep an eye on. But yep, let's see how this plays out. And the last pair that I really wanted to touch on, and that's USDCNH, and that's let me jump for that one. Let me jump into a daily chart now. This is how it's looking overall. Today we're getting a strong decline here to the downside. Now this is the level to keep an eye on, the 6.9125. We can see that we already broke it nicely, and the big question here is, are we going to stay below it? If we do stay below it, now let me actually jump back into the 4-hour chart here. If we do stay below it, now this is going to be very interesting to watch, because this is the one the next potential area of support, which has been already tested, but still keep an eye on it, because this 6.8 6.962, something like that, guys, approximately there. This is the one to watch, and if we do get another close here below this level as well, well, I mean, this could turn out to be quite bearish for this pair, and we could see this one maybe driving back all the way down here towards this 6.80 595, or even actually lower a little bit towards this 6.77 500. So something for you guys to keep an eye on. The last mentioned level has been the low here seen on the 31st of July, and also it would coincide here with the with this 200 EMA shown as the black line. So certainly very good potential areas of support here, but for us to start considering these support levels, we need to see a nice good close not only below the 6.91250 level, but also below this 6.8696, something like that, guys. So for now, all eyes are on this. Let's see if it actually happens. If it does, then that could potentially be a nice trade here, at least towards this 200 EMA. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching and listening. I'll have to wrap it up here. I hope you found it useful, and if you want to join me tomorrow morning at my Traders Espresso, and that's 6 o'clock GMT time, 7 o'clock British Summer Time. But for now, thank you very much, and bye-bye.